Brothers and sisters, we're not playing. This is International Women's Month, and the platform is dedicated to our sisters, our queens. And brothers and sisters, there's a book out right now. And I think after today's show, you're going to go out there and get this. You know, one thing I love about this platform, we don't talk liberation. We don't talk black politics. We don't talk black economics. We don't just talk black help. We are about living it. And I know that the brothers that come onto this platform, they are amazed about the support we give those who come onto this platform. I don't bring on no stupid people on my platform. This is quality. So for Black History Month, brothers and sisters, I've got such a phenomenal sister who's going to be coming on right now. Sister Pamela, she's done a book, brothers and sisters, that is just amazing. Amazing. It's called Loving the Brothers. Can you imagine that, man? I love a queen. That's about unity between the male and the female. We don't have to have no separation, man. She's done a book called Loving the Brothers. Beautiful sister. She's an award-winning sister. And brothers and sisters, not only is she a top author who's won many awards, but she's also a podcaster. Yeah, a podcaster. She's a fantastic supporter of the Hidden Truth platform. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, this queen is absolutely amazing. I'm telling you now. And, you know, a line of work wasn't just as an author. She's took a massive step. Believe it or not, brothers and sisters, she was actually working in the criminal justice system. I don't know how she, you know, and even as working in the criminal justice system and as a court probation officer, caseworker, and a domestic abuse program facilitated. Jeez, are you listening to me about this, sister, brothers and sisters? She became a practice development assessor in 2002, yeah? And she won awards for her programs in the probation of department. She is just amazing. Whatever she puts her mind to, brothers and sisters, for some reason, she's just awesome. She retired from her role as a senior probation officer in 2018, but that didn't stop her, yeah? She aspires to continue writing programs for the criminal justice agencies, yeah? But also, she's an award-winning Lifts Effect Star Award of 2017 in the criminal justice system. She's a recipient, hear me well, she's a recipient of the Powerhouse Global Award for Author of 2018. She's also a Black Excellence Author of Color Award winner. She's been shortlisted to the BLAC Award for Best Writer. Do you want me to really carry on? This is the queen we're going to have on here tonight, brothers and sisters. She is absolutely off the hook. And I've been trying to get this sister on this program for ages. Sister Pamela, can we see your beautiful shiny face? Come on, my queen. You done know? How is it going, sister? If you can unmute yourself.
Hello there. Good evening, Andrew, and good evening to everybody. Thank you for the wonderful introduction.
No, sister, I short-sold you, sister. You're greater than that. I know that. I remember seeing a post on Facebook that you've been, you've done some big things in America now, or America's now recognizing your works. Please, sister, let us know a little bit about yourself, because you moved from criminal justice into being a best-selling author. Talk to us.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Yes, my name is Pamela R. Haynes. You heard in the introduction. I live in London. I live in East London. My parents are from Barbados. I went to local schools and finished school back in 1980 something, where I joined the Her Majesty's Crown Prosecution Service, feeling as though I was part of the problem and not part of the solution. I walked across the road and I joined the probation service. I enjoyed a career there for more than 26 years, working in different departments. One of the most privileged positions to be in was listening to perpetrators of domestic abuse and supporting survivors. I've always wanted to write a book. So when I was approaching a milestone birthday in 2016, on my bucket list, I had either write a book or do a master's. Both of these things can be quite costly to do. So in the end, I'm really glad that I wrote my book. I got the opportunity to
Yep.
sit next to a publisher at an award ceremony. And I told her, like I always tell people when I meet authors, one day I'm going to write a book too. She said, her
Mm.
name is Marcia M. Spence. She said that she is writing, she's moving into publishing, and we linked up. And long story short, I became a published author of my book, Loving the Brothers, in
Come on.
2018, which was a few weeks before my milestone birthday. The book has opened up lots of doors for me to talk about Black relationships, what courtship looks like, and also delve between this underneath the surface when relationships don't work too well. So the book is about three women who meet the Morgan brothers, who are on the front of the book: Manly Morgan, Junior Morgan, and Marcus Morgan. Um, they have a reason to travel to Jamaica to attend their father's funeral, but things aren't quite what they seem. So the women get together and they support each other with what's happening for them. I don't want to spoil it for you. So Loving the Brothers is part one, which is available now. As you said earlier, Andrew, brother Andrew, on Facebook, I did mention that I secured a two-book deal with a publisher in America. And I sent my manuscript, which is called Loving the Sisters, off to my publishers last month. I'm expecting it to go to an editor any minute now. Very excited about that. And I'm hoping that the book will be published in July this year. But I haven't stopped working. I
Come on.
am writing Loving the Children at the moment, which will complete the trilogy.
Woo!
I'm really excited about that. I have until March 2023 to get that book out, but I'm determined to at least get my manuscript to my new publishers by December this year. What I can tell you about writing a book, it opens up so many opportunities for you. I've been able to travel with the book. So I had a book launch in Ireland, in Cavan Island, and
Woo!
I've also been to Barbados and I had a book launch there as well. I've been on Barbadian television, I've been in Barbadian newspapers, and I'm just having an absolute ball in terms of using the book as a platform to talk to people about domestic abuse and to talk to people about relationships and how they work. So that's me in a nutshell, really. I thoroughly enjoy talking about my book. If you are around on Saturday, I will be at Redbridge Central Library in Essex for International Women's Month, talking more in depth about what my book journey has been like and the obstacles that I've come across. I would never believe that at my age that I will be doing all of this. After retirement, I was supposed to just disappear, sit in the corner, and I don't know, perhaps do some knitting. But instead, I have been
Hey,
having a ball doing this book. Life is not over. It's
come
only just
on.
the beginning. And I want to inspire your audience to pick up a pen and to pen your own stories. I'm part of a renaissance of Black self-published authors who are writing in every genre, every category. And yet still we haven't scratched the surface in redressing the balance of how many Black books that there are out there. So I want to inspire and to encourage your audience to pick up a pen. You don't need a fancy laptop, you don't need a fancy software, a pen and paper, and get your story out there. Seeing that there is no or limited media attention for self-published authors, there's lots of prejudice and racism that happens in publishing, especially traditional publishing. I started my own podcast. The podcast is called the Author to Author Podcast.
Come on,
So
sister.
me, as a self-published author, I interview other self-published authors. I have now officially interviewed 22 people for my podcast. Season 2 is out at the moment. It is available on your favorite listening platform from Spotify right the way through to Listen Notes. More recently, I got my book on Amazon. I got my podcast on Amazon Music and on Audible. We are now on 3 radio stations, which is Pam Tango Radio every Monday at 12 o'clock. We are on East London Radio on Mondays at 4 o'clock, and we're on UK246.com in the evenings at 8 o'clock. So why not have a listen and enter our competitions? We have books to give away, so we have knowledge to give away to the winners of our competition questions. So that's it, really. That's me in a nutshell. I'm thoroughly enjoying my journey. And thank you so much, Brother Andrew, for giving me the opportunity to speak on your platform this evening.
Sister, you are a queen. I'm not just saying it, sister. You are a queen. I mean, I'm hoping that either Samira or Jarita can read out some of the comments. Some of the comments come. You've been such an inspiration. Just in these 10 minutes that you've been speaking, sister, the platform is on fire based on you, sister, and your life is now a testimony. And you know what hurt, not so much hurts me, what shows that this work has to be done, Sister Pamela, is that week after week after week, we're showing phenomenal, great Black men and women like you, sister, and yet the press, the media, and the government chooses never to show any of this. They only concentrate on the negative element, which is in any community, you know what I'm saying? But when we got people like you, sister, my gosh, you are an amazing woman, sister, and this pure love. Just remind us one more time, how can they find out more about you and your work? Please just remind us.
Yeah, that's fine. Follow me on Instagram. That's probably the best place to find me, at Loving the Brothers Author. So I'm there. I'm also have an author page on Facebook, which is called Loving the Brothers by Pamela R. Haynes. You can follow me there also. The podcast name is the Author to Author Podcast. As I said, you can find me on the most popular listening platforms. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell, really, in terms of where you can get hold of me.
Sister Unita has just typed in, there is no retirement in the writing field. I've written a book, I'm self-published, and it went well. So I am thinking of writing another. And believe me, I am past my 70. It's not over until it's over. Bless you, Sister Pamela. Oh, it's jumped off now. Bless you, Sister Pamela. Well done, Miss God. Bless you. Jarita, have you got any other comments? Or Samira, you got any comments that you'd like to? Because it's just been an amazing thunder of brothers and sisters who have been absolutely inspired by Sister Pamela. Yes, sis.
Thank you.
Well, greetings, Sister Pamela. Lovely to meet you. And I echo everything that everyone has shared this evening. But Sister Karen has also said it is never too late to follow your dreams and do whatever you want to do. And I feel that that is the message that you are really and truly sharing with everyone. So thank you so much. And I'm really intrigued by the work that you do on a personal note with regards to domestic violence, DV, and looking at relationships as well. Next week's show and this week's show actually are very interesting in relation to those topics. So it's a pleasure and honor to meet you.
Very much, Samira.
Fantastic. Sister Jarita, was there any comments that you noted? Because it's just been amazing. It's been an amazing, and remember, man, we've not even started the show yet in essence, but yet this sister's given us everything we needed tonight. My Queen Jarita.
Hello, sister. Lovely to meet you.
Hi, Jarita.
Nice to see you. No, we've had so many comments just about, you know, how wonderful your work is and how inspirational that you are. There was one question that came through, and I guess maybe you can answer this for us. It's from Daphne. She says that she's in the middle of writing a book and she says she wants to revise it. What's your best advice for somebody who decides to take your advice that you gave today, which is obviously get your story out? What advice would you give to people in order to start that journey? What do you think they should do?
I think don't get caught up with the editing of it. Just get the story out. Don't worry about spelling. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about punctuation. Just get the story out there. There are loads of book coaches. I can leave the details with you who will help turn your writing into an article or into a book. But don't get caught up in editing as you go along. Just get your story out. A lot of people talk about just getting it out on the page, and then let other professionals in who can help you turn your writing into a book. So that's my main thing. Don't just let the story flow.
Beautiful.
Yes, no, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. And I will second that. I'm in the middle of a doctorate at the moment, and there's times where I write and I write and I write, and I think this is not good enough. But actually, by the time you go to the point where you need to submit, there's been so many people who have had so much input that what you originally started with is not usually what you come out with the end. It's kind of fine-tuned and polished. So, you know, that's really good advice. Thank you so much, sister. I appreciate you.
Fantastic, fantastic. Brothers and sisters, come on, man, make some noise for Sister Pamela, man, a beautiful goddess. Sister, believe me, this is not your first and only time on this show. You know, we are connecting, we are moving